It's time for our basic first mark sheet of the match. Let's see how Sanjay Manjrekar marks players from the Kings 11 Punjab, the Kolkata Knight Riders, the Chennai Super Kings, and the Royal Challengers Bangalore.
Basic First, specialized platform for JEE Main Advanced, NEET and 6 to 12.
Right, Sanjay, let's start with the first game on Saturday. And what a bizarre result, or rather, what a bizarre end to that game. Kings 11 Punjab falling short in what looked like a game they should have won. And we'll start with KL Rahul for that innings that he anchored and didn't quite work with him on the winning side. How would you mark him out of 10?
This is a tough one, actually. The first one is a tough one because he played superbly. He's a superb player. He hung in there and the target seemed to be well within reach. But they were playing a dangerous game in the sense that they were playing within themselves when the bowling was not so great in the middle, hoping that they'll eventually get there. And when you play that game, when you have a long partnership, the worst thing that can happen to you is two said batsmen getting out. And then the new batsmen come in and they are slightly anxious and the run rate is climbing. So that was the danger, the kind of innings that Rahul played. Because Mayank Agarwal was always looking more aggressive. Once again, Rahul was playing second fiddle. So I'm going to say 7 out of 10.
All right.
Good innings, but should have won the game for his side.
And well, Sunil Narayan came in their way. And Narayan is now being given this role of bowling quite late in the innings in the absence of Andre Russell as an option through injury. How would you mark Sunil Narayan's effort out of 10?
I just wonder whether it's a coincidence that he's now not batting at the top of the order and suddenly is making a mark as a bowler. But once again, guys like Rashid Khan and Sunil Narayan, we take their match-winning performances in our stride. We don't even talk about it the next day. So brilliant bowling. The last over, all those 14 runs, a spinner, can go for 14. He bowled to Maxwell as well. So brilliant. I mean, from the start till the end, 10 out of 10.
Wonderful. Well, he did have 14 to defend of that last over. That was courtesy of Prasidh Krishna's excellent 19th over, which conceded just 6 runs and got the wicket of KL Rahul. So how would you mark Prasidh Krishna on his first appearance this tournament out of 10?
Not surprised because I've seen this guy before. I've seen him bowl a super over under pressure. He's not had a consistent run. But when you look at some of the other, fast bowlers, young fast bowlers that KKR have, I just wonder why Prasidh Krishna wasn't played before. Maybe it's a fitness issue, but IPL is a tough tournament. And I don't think it's a tournament where you want to breed young, raw, fast bowlers. Rather have people like Prasidh Krishna who can hold their nerves a little bit, bowl straight. And, this IPL has been about bowling straight in the stumps. So he did well, never easy, coming after a long gap and playing, high-profile games. So I'll give him, say, 9 out of 10.
All right, let's go to the other one, the Chennai-Bangalore game. I think I can predict this one. Let's see if I'm right. Virat Kohli, how would you mark him out of 10?
10 out of 10. In the end, turned out to be the winning difference between the two sides. And considering the pitch was a little sticky, he lost wickets. So he was the lone man standing. And in the end, just the kind of skyrocketing of that graph with the shots that he played in the end was just brilliant. And he raced to 90. After 50.
What about Washington Sundar, Sanjay? Again, having an impact with the ball, dismissing both Chennai Super Kings openers. How would you mark him out of 10?
I just find this guy fascinating. This is a guy who has no mystery about him. Just comes in, bowls into the stumps, bowls to explosive batsmen at the top. With just 2 fielders outside the circle and, 2 massive wickets to begin with to just sort of kill the game for CSK. So that was absolutely brilliant from him. And plus, goes out there and plays those cameos for his side. So you can just imagine a young man having this kind of a talent with the bat and especially with the ball in this T20 format. So he's going to be one guy that every franchise would be wanting in their side. So for his performance tonight, 10 out of 10 for sure.
Wonderful. And lastly, from the Chennai Super Kings, it's becoming a tough tournament with each game. But Narayan Jagdishan on his debut had a 33 of 28. How would you mark the young keeper batsman for CSK out of 10?
First of all, congratulations to the team management of CSK to get him a place in the playing 11 and batting him at number 4 because Dhoni could have gone in there. But this is a guy who's young, must be looking good in the nets, and he didn't disappoint. Initially, there was a bit of nervousness, but he knew how to get his runs. Played superbly against Chahal. I've never seen anyone played Chahal so well. You knew exactly what was happening, which was the leg spinner, the googly. And then, of course, as he got his confidence, started playing the modern game as well. We saw the switch hit. There was a pull against the seam bowler, so he seems to have the range of shots. His run out was a bit strange in the way he got out, so I'm going to take out 1 mark for the run out because I hate run outs in my life. I never got run out. That was one thing about me that people remember from my career. So I'm going to take 1 mark out from
Jagdishan, yeah.
Jagdishan.
9 then, I'm guessing 9, Narayan Jagdish.
9 out of 10, Ronak, 9 out of 10.
Thank you very much, Sanjay, for marking all these players. That rounds
Thank
up
you.
our basic first mark sheet of the match.
Basic First, specialized platform for JEE Main Advanced, NEET and 6 to 12.